Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
The city of Farmington wants a piece of property from the state of Missouri, but at a reasonable price. Clearwater schools are looking at technology in the classroom, and the Fredericktown Police Department receives an $18,000 gift. All of these stories, and are we going to have a wet weekend in Tap?
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins. Thanks for joining us. Here's the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. The city of Farmington is trying to acquire a piece of state property. The holdup is money. According to Mayor Mitt Landrum, the state wants the appraised value of the 20 acres near the Route 221-67 interchange.
And we're saying, look, put it in our hands and we'll actually do something with it rather than just have it be a bunch of scrubby brush, which is what it is now. You know, historically, we've gotten land away from the state at very reasonable prices, and we've created 2 industrial parks with these things. And
Landrum tells 18 Eyewitness News that the city would use the property for economic development, perhaps bringing in a university.
We would like to develop a 4-year institution. I would like to see somebody come in that has a graduate department so that our teachers, educators, and maybe our healthcare professionals wouldn't have to leave town to pursue a master's degree.
Landrum discussed the potential property acquisition at last week's Farmington Chamber of Commerce meeting. Now Dustin Kopp is here. Let's take a look at our first forecast. Dustin, how wet's it going to be?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Not too bad out there. 77 right now in Festus, 78 in Potosi, 80 right now in Ironton and Fredericktown, 82 in Piedmont, Poplar Bluff at 83. Going through the evening hours, there's a chance of some isolated thunderstorms. 79 by 7 p.m., 75 by 9, and by midnight we could see those thunderstorms continue with temperature around 71. I'll give you more details on your forecast coming up later in your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast.
The Clearwater School District is investigating how to best incorporate technology to enhance education. School board members discussed its use at their recent meeting, and Superintendent Blaine Keel says there are many issues to resolve.
There's so much out there for students now, but technology in itself is not a solution to anything. So we really talked about the components. If we do start to improve our technology, we really have to incorporate that into the teaching learning process.
Keel tells 18 Eyewitness News there will be a learning curve as teachers and students get acclimated to the new technology.
We're kind of in the investigation stage right now to determine how we're going to handle that, but I see some real changes ahead in the next 2 years as far as the use of technology in our buildings.
Keel says he hopes the district can determine which types of technology to put into the classrooms by the end of this school year. The Fredericktown Police Department is better equipped for dangerous situations thanks to the Franklin County Sheriff's Department. Captain Eric Hovis, who previously worked for Franklin County, tells 18 Eyewitness News that the Sheriff's Department there gave the Fredericktown Police Department several bulletproof vests. Captain Hovis says the folks in Franklin County have been very supportive.
Sheriff Pelkey, for one, he's just a wealth of knowledge. I can, anytime I have questions about things, I can go to him. And also, Sergeant Jason Growner, those guys are in my corner and they're helping me. And they saw a department with a huge need, and they had the ability to help us out, and they did.
The bulletproof vests are valued at $18,000. Now, you'll recall we reported last week that the department recently acquired a 2013 Ford Police Interceptor using a grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Since disasters rarely provide warning, you have to be prepared in advance. That's the goal of Saturday's Emergency Preparedness Fair. Denise Wright is one of the organizers, and she tells 18 Eyewitness News what to expect.
We just felt like the community could be better prepared for all kinds of different emergencies. We just, in the news, we hear tornadoes and floods and earthquakes and economic emergencies.
Denise tells us that booths and classes will highlight emergency communications, food and water storage, and 72-hour kits. Denise adds that the Missouri Child Identification Program, or MOCHIP, will be registering children on site.
The MOCHIPS people will be taking information like dental impressions and fingerprinting, but they don't keep any of that in any kind of database. They put it on a mini CD, give it to the parents, and then the parents keep it in the case of an emergency.
The Emergency Preparedness Fair starts Saturday morning at 10 and runs until 3 at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, 709 Henry Street in Farmington. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, we'll tell you how a local band is raising money to march in next year's Memorial Day in Washington. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash. Easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitec Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitec's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitec's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitec's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitec Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
A car show to benefit the North County Band Raider Regiment is set for October the 6th. The band is raising money to pay for their trip to Washington, D.C. to march in the 2013 Memorial Day Parade. Ellen Masulit is one of the organizers, and she tells 18 Eyewitness News the event is open to anything with wheels and a motor.
You can enter any car you want. We'll take all cars, trucks, motorcycles, and tractors. We're going to have categories such as the ugliest car, the nicest car, tractors, motorcycles. Somebody even asked if he could bring his moped.
Ellen tells us that the event also features craft and vendor booths, games for the kids, and barbecue. The car show is next Saturday, October the 6th, starting at 9 in the morning and running until 3 at the North County High School parking lot. Preparations are underway for the Bollinger County Fall Festival. Among the day's highlights will be the parade. Barb Trankel says it should be quite a spectacle.
We'll have our grand marshal, we'll have the fire trucks and civil defense, and we'll have our band and our floats that will be judged. We're going to have bicycles, tractors, and four-wheelers. We've got several election cars, many churches that have joined in and building floats.
Retired Woodlawn High School teacher Shirley Cooper is the parade's grand marshal this year. Barb says there will be vendor booths and activities for the kids throughout the afternoon.
And then Eric Henson and Henson Revival are going to be our main attraction at 7 p.m., and there's no charge for that.
Bollinger County Fall Festival is set for Marble Hill on Saturday, October the 13th. Well, a Dexter teenager faces a circuit court hearing October 3rd for second-degree arson. 18-year-old Timothy Keeling of Dexter waived his formal arraignment last week, and Judge Stephen Sharp entered a plea of not guilty. Keeling has already admitted using a cigar to start the August 17th fire at a workshop near downtown Dexter. He says he was depressed. He's in the Stoddard County Jail on a $50,000 cash-only bond. Well, still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, a promising step in the Battle of the Bulge We'll show you how scientists are planning to burn belly fat with a simple injection. That's coming up next in today's Your Health.
Not that much rainfall in southeast Missouri yet, but we do have some more on the way. Details coming up next in your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. We did see maybe a couple of pop-up showers here or there through southeast Missouri. More rain is on the way, though, and I'll show you that coming up in just a few seconds. Look at weather headlines for out southeast Missouri. Showers and thunderstorms are going to be off and on for the next several days. 80s through Wednesday, but back into the 70s by Thursday. It looks like the beginning of the weekend could be on the wet side. However, the latter part of the weekend is shaping up nicely. Currently here in southeast Missouri, it's 77 in Festus, 78 in St. Genevieve and Potosi, 80 in Ironton and Fredericktown, Piedmont at 82, 83 right now in Poplar Bluff. Currently here at the studio, we have a temperature of 81 degrees under a cloudy sky. Feels like 82 out there, though. Current dew point 62, 51% is our humidity with a south-southwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, we will see those showers and thunderstorms throughout southeast Missouri as this front pushes through, giving us a little bit of cooler air for your day on Thursday. So for tonight, we'll see those showers, possibly a rumble of thunder, 65 for overnight lows, 62 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 61, 62 over in Ellington, 60 in Van Buren, Ironton 62, 64 in Poplar Bluff. Then for tomorrow, we will see those showers and thunderstorms off and on once again, 80 degrees for your daytime high, 80 up in Festus, 80 in Potosi, 82 in Ironton, Van Buren, 85, 86 down in Poplar Bluff. The next several days are looking like this through southeast Missouri. On Thursday, we see those showers and thunderstorms continue, high around 79, 73 on Friday with some showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, isolated thunderstorm chance, not very great, about 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, 72. But on Sunday, we will see partly sunny skies, high of 72, lower 70s for Monday and Tuesday with plenty of sunshine as well. Another look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. We will see plenty of sunshine on Sunday, but before we get to Sunday, we will see those chances of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. And there we go. We have our graphic there. As I said, 72 for our daytime high on Saturday and 72 on Sunday, lows in the 50s. Let's check your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
The CDC now predicts that 42% of Americans will be obese by the year 2030, double that amount just a generation ago. In their effort to curb America's weight problem, scientists at Ohio State have made a promising step, as Clark Powell shows us. Researchers in the lab are now able to melt away belly fat with a simple injection.
Doctors say the biggest threat to the 90 million Americans who are obese is the weight they carry in their midsection. It's there that so-called visceral fat surrounds our vital organs and poses several risks.
Like type 2 diabetes, cancer, cardiovascular disease. And it's extremely difficult to remove this particular part of fat.
But researchers at Ohio State's Comprehensive Cancer Center have taken an important first step in doing just that, by using good fat to melt away harmful white fat. In the past, scientists have tried injecting white fat with energy-burning brown fat cells, but they are immediately killed by the immune system. So researchers at Ohio State came up with this: ingenious capsules that carry brown fat cells into white fat and hide them from the immune system. The key is the capsule.
It's small enough that it won't allow immune cells to get inside and kill the cells inside the capsule, but it's large enough to allow proteins and hormones and things like that to pass in and out.
And when they do, white fat begins to burn. In a new study, researchers here fed mice a high-fat diet and injected these capsules into their midsection, and in just 80 days saw a dramatic difference.
Unlike any other treatment we have, we find out that these mice lose 20% of visceral fat.
That's 20% of visceral fat gone in less than 90 days, and a promising new step toward battling obesity in the future. At Ohio State's Comprehensive Cancer Center, this is Clark Powell reporting.
In the coming months, researchers at Ohio State hope to try the injections on obese pets like cats and dogs. They say the approach is extremely safe and even reversible. Human tests are still a few years away.
I'm Stacy Johnson. If you're a small business owner that wants their ideas to bloom, well, you need seed capital. And I'm going to show you where to find some that you may not have thought of just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
One of the most difficult things you can do as a small business owner is to find the money to get running and stay running. But when banks say no, where do you turn? Money reporter Stacy Johnson says to think micro.
19 years working, and then one morning you wake up and you don't see anything around there. So it's a terrible feeling. And the worst thing is they stole your property and you cannot sleep anymore.
Carlos Cepeda is describing how it felt when he had $20,000 worth of gardening tools stolen. Without tools, no work. Without work, no more employees, no more business. Now this could be where this story ends. Hard-working immigrant from Colombia gets clipped, loses everything, goes from self-employed to unemployed. But you know what? That's not what happened to Carlos.
So I saw an ad over there, that Action USA, was helping the small businesses, with loans and stuff. They really helped me out, with all the paperwork and stuff. And it was really easy, so I got some money in order to renew and get some more equipment and just keep going.
He's talking about this company, Accion, Spanish for action. It's one of a handful of nonprofit microlenders nationwide that step up to help small businesses, often when banks won't. Accion lent Carlos $20,000 at 1% interest so he could replace his equipment and keep his dream alive. Now, it's not free money. He's got to pay it back, and he had to prove he was able to do so. Nonetheless, if it weren't for this microlender, this business might not be here today.
It's a great feeling, there is an institution that can come after you and push you out, So it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
If you're a small business owner looking for a great feeling and have great credit, we can show you where to find a microlender. Info and links at moneytalksnews.com. I'm Stacy Johnson.
And like Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. Get there by going to our website, KDKZ18.com, clicking on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, the Cards extend their lead for the second wild card spot. The Rams' first-round draft pick is getting healthy, and Mizzou travels to Orlando this week to take on Central Florida.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095.
This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Lance Lynn squirmed his way out of a bases-loaded first-inning jam, only to have his offense stake him to a 3-run lead in the top of the second inning. That support was sufficient for Lynn, who became the league's fourth 17-game winner by the time the Cardinals finished cruising to a 6-1 win over the Astros. St. Louis now sits 3.5 games in front of the Brewers and Dodgers for the second National League wildcard spot. It's a lead the Cardinals will have to hold on tight to, only 8 more games to go. Well, the only good news coming out of the Rams' punishing loss to the Bears on Sunday was that St. Louis didn't lose any more players due to injury. In fact, Coach Jeff Fisher told reporters this year's first-round draft pick may be back on the practice field soon. Defensive tackle Michael Brockers suffered a high ankle sprain in the final preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens and is yet to play a snap in the regular season. Fisher said Brockers had an encouraging workout prior to Sunday's game. The Missouri Tigers will hit the road for a second straight week when they visit Orlando for a battle against the Central Florida Knights. Mizzou won't have time to hit up the amusement park, though, as they face a tough opponent who's going to be sky high about hosting an SEC team for the first time in its program history. The Tigers are also focused on correcting mistakes, which led to a 31-10 loss last Saturday at 7th-ranked South Carolina. Kickoff for the game is set for this Saturday morning at 11 a.m. That's a day in sports. Fred and Dustin, it's back to you.
Dustin Kopp, an interesting story that Clark Powell had on here. Ohio University researchers have came up with a way for folks like me to lose weight quickly. It's with an injection. And they say it's very, very promising. They're going to start doing it on fat cats and fat dogs and fat rats and things like that before they get to fat people. Yeah, there you go. But boy, that would be something. Just go, just take a shot and melts away the fat.
Think it'll work?
I don't know. They say it will, so we'll find out. I'd like to be the first one they try it on.
Can I be the second?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll try to contact Ohio State and see if they use us for guinea pigs, fat guinea pigs. Okay.
Alrighty.
What's the weather look like?
The weather looks wet. We didn't see much in the way of rain or thunderstorms today. A couple pop-up showers and thunderstorms, but not much. We do have a better chance for tomorrow. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. We will see those showers and thunderstorms off and on for the next several days. Wednesday, high of 80, 79 on Thursday. Friday, a little bit cooler at 73. Saturday is kind of an off and on type situation where we could possibly see some showers and thunderstorms. It's about a 30% chance. High of 72. Otherwise, we'll see a partly to mostly cloudy day. Sunday, partly sunny, high 72, and then lower 70s on Monday and Tuesday as well. But we'll see plenty of sunshine. Bring on the rain. We do need it.
Absolutely. We certainly do. Folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock with more. Until then, have a blessed evening, and God bless everyone.
And the news doesn't stop here. Just go to KDKZ18.com for your latest news, weather, and sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Newswatch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.